Hello everyone, welcome to Learn with Amine. If you are looking to renew OCI card or if you want to update any particulars on the OCI card, then this video is for you. So it is not always necessary that you renew the OCI card or reissue the OCI card whenever a particular changes. You need to understand this process. Actually, this process is divided into different time frames for the applicants between the age of 0 to 20 years, for the applicants lying between the age of 20 years to 50 years, and for applicants who are more than 50 years of age. Now, in order to understand this process, please watch this video until the end, and if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. We would love your support to help us grow our channel. So let's get started. First of all, assume that the applicant is between the age of 0 to 20 years of age. So for the first time, the applicant receives the OCI card based on the citizenship that is obtained by birth. Now, when the applicant is between the age of 0 to 20 years of age, then there is a renewal of passport. So every time the applicant renews his or her passport, at that particular point of time, you need to update the passport particulars. So the point here is that between the age of 0 to 20 years of age for the applicant, no need to renew the OCI card. Only you need to update the particulars in the OCI card. That is, you need to update the passport information, the passport number. So whenever you receive a new passport, whenever the applicant or your child receives a new passport, the passport particulars need to be updated in the OCI card. That is the first point. Second is, every time you need to also update the photo and also the signature. And good thing is that OCI update needs to be done online and it is free of charge. It does not require you sending any physical documents to VFS or the Indian Embassy, and it does not result in a new OCI card. It's just that the update of the particulars should be done online, and it is free, and it needs to be done within 3 months of obtaining the new passport. So that is for the applicants between the age of 0 to 20 years. And then once the age of 20 years is crossed, for the first time, whenever there is an updation or the renewal of the passport, at that particular point of time, the OCI card needs to be reissued or renewed. So that is the only time that you are getting your OCI card renewed under normal circumstances. In short, for the applicants lying between the age of 20 to 50 years, this is how the process goes. The OCI card should be renewed or reissued only one time when a new passport is issued after completing 20 years of age. The OCI renewal done only once after age 20 years, and no need to renew OCI the second time between this age of 20 years to 50 years, and no need to update any passport details every time you renew passport between age of 20 to 50 years. So as you remember, between the age of 0 to 20 years of age, you are not renewing, but every time you are updating the passport, you are updating the new passport details, also updating the latest photo and signature. Now, whereas between the age of 20 years to 50 years, you are getting your OCI card renewed or reissued only one time after attaining the age of 20 years and after getting a new passport. And after that, you are not touching the OCI card, you are not updating any particulars, you are not updating your photograph or signature. Now when you attain the age of 50 years, you no need to renew the OCI card, but you only need to update the OCI card for the last time with the current passport details of that time, and the photograph and the signature needs to be updated. This is for applicants of age above 50 years and there is only one action item. Now this is in case of normal circumstances. Now there are also some special circumstances when the OCI card needs to be renewed, and let's look at that. The scenarios when OCI card is renewed or reissued is that, as I have told you, in the normal circumstances, it is once after completing 20 years of age and renewing the passport, and the special circumstances are in cases of change of name. If you have changed your name, then you need to renew or reissue the OCI card. If there is a change in the father's name, then also you need to update or renew or reissue your OCI card. If you change nationality, OCI card needs to be renewed or reissued, and in case of OCI card is lost, damaged or stolen. And also there is one special case, if you are obtaining the OCI card not based on your parents or grandparents but based on your spouse being an Indian citizen or OCI card holder, then in such case the updates are required each time a new passport is issued, along with a declaration that the marriage is still valid. So that means if a person who is not having any Indian roots, he is getting an OCI card based on the wife having Indian roots, then that person needs to renew the OCI card every time he renews the passport. And also he needs to provide a documentation or supporting evidence that the marriage is still valid. There is often a frequently asked question, what to do when address or occupation changes. You need to understand that no need to change the OCI card, no need to renew it. It is just address or occupation. It is not very personal particular. So you need to update these details online on the OCI card. No need to apply for renewal or reissuance. The OCI card does not change in this case. Now, in order to update the particulars of a passport or photograph or signature, then you need to go to this website ociservices.gov.in/welcome. You need to select OCI miscellaneous services and upload a copy of a new passport and a recent photograph and a recent signature. So this is just the overall steps. I will also show how it is done in the later part of this video. Do not worry on that part. Now for chargeable renewals or reissuance, then you need to go to the VFS website and you can watch other videos on my channel on how to get the OCI card reissued or renewed. Let's see how to change the passport details on the OCI card. So for that you need to go to the ociservices.gov.in website. This is the online OCI services portal. Now on the prompt, click on close. Then you need to click here to proceed. On the left hand pane you will see multiple options, and in this you need to click on OCI miscellaneous services. Now here it is saying that OCI card needs to be renewed only in cases of new passport after the age of 20 years, change of personal particulars such as the full name, father's name, nationality, in case of loss or damage of the OCI card. So our case is not that, we are just changing the passport particulars, photo and signature. So you can click on proceed. Need to click on I have read this instructions and click on accept. After that it is asking you to complete a CAPTCHA code. So just complete it, 6MEE36. Click on enter. Now it is asking you two options, fill new miscellaneous application or complete partially filled miscellaneous application. So this is the first time that we are opening the application, then you need to click on this. But if you have a temporary ID and you have partially filled your application, then you need to click on here and provide the temporary ID that was created during the filling. Now click on fill new miscellaneous application. it takes you to the application. So basically it is asking you for the passport number, and this passport number is the old passport number, the passport number with which you have received your OCI card. So this is the old passport number, this is the OCI number of the current OCI card for which you are updating the passport particulars and the date of birth of the applicant. So it might be you or your son or daughter. So after you provide these details, then you need to click on the option of proceed. Once you begin the application, it will provide you with the applicant details, basically the name, date of birth, passport number, the old passport number, the OCI number, issue date and nationality. You just need to verify this information. This is the same information that will be printed on your current OCI card. And then there is applicant mail ID. So this is corresponding to the email ID, and you need to update this email address if you are using a new email address. It is because all the communication will be sent to this particular email address. So you need to basically edit email ID by clicking on this button. So after you click this button, you can provide your new email address. Then since we have decided for the passport particulars updation, then you can basically click under the option of services for updation of information in OCI records. You either need to click on passport particulars updation or address occupation updation, depending on what you want to update. Now, for example, if you want to update both passport particulars and address or occupation updation, then you can click on the option of passport particulars updation. It will give you an option of changing the address or occupation details as well. Now, after that, you need to click on next. So when you click on next, it will show you the mission or FRRO that you were assigned to in the previous application. Now, it might be possible that you have changed your location from the Washington DC location to maybe Texas location, but you need not update this information because you are just changing the passport particulars and address and occupation details. Now here in this case, there is no need to send any documentation to any mission or embassy or VFS. So do not worry about this information. If it reflects the old information, you can basically leave it as is, and you can provide the latest passport number on which the OCI needs to be transferred. So basically you need to enter the passport number of the new passport, then you need to provide the issue place and also provide the date of issue. Since we also decided on updating the address or occupation details, then you would have to click on that plus symbol and update your address and occupation details. So basically you give your new residential address. This is line number 1, line number 2, line number 3. So basically fill in the details of your street, house number, city, state, zip code. All such information needs to be provided in the residential address. Then you need to provide your updated phone number, updated email address. Then you can basically update the occupation or occupation details and also update the employer address if it is required. Now for minors, there is a question what needs to be given as an occupation. So I would say that you can provide occupation as others and mention minor in the occupation details. Now for reason for availing this service, you can mention updating latest passport information and address details. If you are only updating the passport information, then mention updating latest passport information. And if you are just updating the address details, then you need to mention updating address details. After providing the reason, click on submit. After you click on submit, this takes you to the photograph and signature submission page. So now we have successfully completed the part A. Now we need to proceed with the part B of this application. If you are ready with your image, you can click this option or you can click on exit. If you have exited, as I have told you, you can use the temporary application ID and the file reference number to come back to this particular application. Click on yes, I am ready with the image. Okay, this is asking you to upload applicant's photo. It says that applicant photo which you have selected is as per instructions, so that is good. Then click on choose file for the signature. Then you can choose the signature and the aspect ratio should be 3:1. Please click crop. Okay, now this is how you do the cropping, but make sure that when you are uploading the picture and the signature, it is as per the resolution and the height and width dimensions as specified in the instructions. So once you have uploaded that, click on upload, and that would complete the registration of the photograph and the signature. Now here many people get a question, should I really upload a signature? So as I have previously said, if the applicant is less than 5 years of age, then you need to take the thumbprint of the left hand and you can upload that in the 3:1 resolution. 3 times is the width and 1 time is the height. Or if the applicant is older than 5 years, then you would have to ask them to sign on a white piece of paper and then you can upload. Please make sure that the signature is on a white background and the photograph is on the light background. So light can be white background as well. Now if you are happy with the image and the signature, then you can say that I have uploaded successfully. Click on it. Till now we have successfully registered part A and also uploaded applicant's photograph and signature. Now here it shows us that the document list is current passport needs to be uploaded. Here we have the file reference number and this is the temporary application ID. You need to save the temporary application ID information and also the file reference number. After that, click on proceed to part B. Now here it is asking some other details of the applicants and it is asking us one of the question which states, have you or any member of your family applied for OCI registration earlier? Now, even if any of your family member has not applied for OCI card, you have applied already for the OCI card, and that's why click on yes, and you need to proceed with providing your name and relationship. So basically provide your full name, then write self, and then provide the reference number that is mentioned on your OCI card, and then you need to basically mention the application date. So even if you don't remember the application date when you have applied for your previous OCI card, you can basically mention the date of issue of the OCI card. Place where applied, you can mention USA, and status was granted. Now if you have any family member that have also applied for OCI card, then you need to click on add member and then provide the name and relationship and other OCI card details in this form. After that, you need to proceed with the questions, and this information is particular to you as an individual, so please read all the questions carefully and answer them. For a normal applicant, these information would basically be no. If you click on yes, then you would have to provide the additional information regarding your case. Ever convicted by court of law? No. Refused entry? Ever been refused entry associated with organization accused of guilty of any rights violation? No. Engaged in human trafficking? No. Engaged in cybercrime? No. Express views just that glorify violence? No. Whether either of parents had ever been citizen of Pakistan or Bangladesh? No. So read those questions carefully and select the option yes or no. Usually it is no for most of the people. Then comes the present nationality details. So present nationality, it is United States, and we can assume that it is acquisition by birth, and that is the date of birth. And then the other details, previous nationality of applicant. So if there was no previous nationality before this, because directly by birth, if a person is US citizen, there is no nationality, previous nationality, you don't select any option. Do you have any relatives staying in India? Of course there would be some relatives staying, so you can click on yes. If you do not have any relatives staying in India, that's okay. And you could just name your parent or name your grandparent and their present address in India, the relationship grandparent, and the age. For now, let me select no. Has any of the applicant faced criminal proceeding? No. And then click on submit. So this ends our part B of the application. Now you need to upload the documents. In the next step, it will ask us to upload the only document that is required for the updation of the passport particulars, and that is the current passport. So here we have the applicant name, the file number, and then it is asking us to provide the document which is current passport. So you need to basically use the drop down to select current passport and provide the passport file. So now the point here you need to remember is that you need not provide the scan of the complete passport. You just need to provide the information pages and the photo pages of the current passport. Also remember, if it is a minor's passport, then you would have to sign on the minor's passport as a parent. And if you want to know how to sign on a minor's passport, then we have a video on our channel, and I will link that particular video in the description below. You can use that and sign on the minor's passport. Now after that, so once you have uploaded this passport, you need to click on final submit. After you click on final submit, you will receive a confirmation email on the email ID that you have provided in the application form, as I have shown you. So it is important that you have your latest working email address on the application form. So after you have updated the passport particulars on the OCI card, you will receive this confirmation email. You need to take a printout of this confirmation email and keep it handy if you are traveling, because during the travel they might ask for it. If you travel to India, they might ask for this document, so it is very important that you keep it. And if you have any questions on the OCI process, you can ask me. And this OCI passport particulars updation is mandatory. It is free, very easy, need to be done online. No need to send any application package to the embassy or to the VFS. So I suggest you do this process timely, within 3 months of getting a new passport. And even when you have turned 20 years of age, you need to renew or reissue your OCI card. And for that information, you can watch other videos on my channel. I will link the playlist information that is on the OCI in my YouTube channel in the description below, so you can watch those videos and do the process timely. And if you have any questions on the OCI part or Indian passport renewal in United States, you can reach out to me through Instagram, or you can type a comment in the comment section and I will answer you as soon as possible. Thank you for all your support so far, and I urge you to support my channel, subscribe to it. It is completely free and it will really help us. So thank you very much. Take care and bye bye.